Welcome back. We're delighted that you're with us and can hear the next segment that we have. In the first segment, we had a wonderful program for children and what we were doing, or what they were doing in the city in For the Child. Now we have something for seniors, and I'm so pleased to have you with us, Denise Leiker. You are the Executive Director of Independence at Home.
Vice President of Independence at Home.
Okay, well, that's all right.
No problem.
I got the.
Yeah.
Well, I think probably that's one of the most important things. I'm getting to the age where I think I want to stay home. I want to stay in my home if anything happened to me.
Yes.
And and there are thousands of city people in the city because we have a large senior citizen population.
Yes.
So tell us what that means and what you do about it.
So nobody, if you ask them, will tell you that their goal is to be institutionalized at any point. Nor is it anybody's goal to really struggle to make ends meet. And at Independence at Home, we focus on care management and support services and all of our different pieces of our operations to help both the frail and economically challenged seniors and some disabled adults be able to remain in the place in the community. And what we do through that is our care management services provided by social workers and nurses working in teams, going out actually into their homes, meeting these people where they live to really help them put together all the pieces needed to be safe and at home.
When you say people that need it, are you talking about the people that have to stay in their home because they physically can't leave, or they're elderly and?
No, we do have some people that are homebound, but we do have people that are able to go out into the community. When I say that, I mean people's preferences. I want to live here, and I don't want to be forced from my home because I'm too frail. If there's resources and services that can help, and I'm all alone in a lot of cases, or the family the family just doesn't know what to do because mom's had so many medical events happen, and now they don't know how to manage that and manage life. So it's alone as well as the people that do have support that just don't know what to do, or caregivers.
Okay, now give us some examples of things that you do to help them manage their home.
Sure. So one of the things we do is when we go and meet them in the home is we do an assessment with them and find out what's important to them, what's going on with them and what's important. We look at their health status. We look at what we call the social status. So are they able to get their bills paid on time, or do they need assistance with that? Do they have food? Do they have a place to store food like a refrigerator? Do they have, if they have assistive devices, is their home set up so that they can actually safely move around and actually get in and out of where they're at? And we also look at their support systems, because a lot of times people may have somebody who can help fill in some of those gaps. They either don't know it, they don't know how to ask, and in other times those are all just big gaps that need to be filled. And so we then try to work to secure resources and services that will fill some of those gaps.
And who does it?
So our staff, we have a couple different programs in our office, and so we have mostly social workers and nurses and other allied professionals like a pharmacist. We have mental health professionals that work as a team looking at all of the cases and trying to match their needs with the best person able to suit their needs. We also have a volunteer program in our office, and so those that are isolated and really would like some companionship, which we know helps many of us in terms of the way we feel mentally and psychologically. We match volunteers from the community to provide those social supports. So we look at every person individually and have a team and different programs that we match their need to help them be able to remain in place.
How many people do you have right now that you're working with?
So we serve on average about 1,000 people per month. We are in a growing phase. Our host agency has given us some money to do some growing, so stay tuned in 2014 and beyond. We're hoping to be able to serve more, and we're working on those plans now.
And how do they find you?
So the interesting thing about us is we've been in the community for 35 years. Our main program has been there.
I bet people don't, nobody, well, I won't say nobody, because obviously thousands you've dealt with.
Right. But where we get a lot of our referrals from is because we've been in the community, active marketing sometimes is a little rough because you go out and you market the service, and because we have limitations on how many people we can serve at a time based on our contracts, then they all start calling at one time, and then we have to wait list people. So word of mouth, and like the hospital discharge planners know about us. We have some doctors' offices that know about us. Senior building managers know about us. People who have experienced our service before. Word of mouth a lot. We'll get a call from somebody that says, my neighbor says you're helping her and I need help. They also can find us through, a lot of times they find us through the county 211 assistance system, which is a resource line in LA County that seniors can call if they're looking for, like, I need meals or I need help. And the 211 line will connect them to the resources in their area. We also get some people that find us through the California Department of Aging's website as well. But we're pretty quiet, but we have a natural flow that comes in because we've been there for so long and we've built relationships in the community. A lot of churches will refer people to us as well in the area.
Well, there are so many people that are in their home alone.
Yes.
And can't get out. So the thing that you're doing, like meals and are things that other services also provide for that. Do you coordinate with the other services in the community to help you?
Yes, it truly does. I know it's kind of cliche, but it truly does take a village when you're working with a very complex and frail population. So we have some purchase of service money, but that's very limited. So we do work with the other providers in the community, and we ask when we go in, are you already getting services from somebody else? We don't duplicate, we work with. And so we do have people that get Meals on Wheels in the area, and we help coordinate and manage that, because sometimes if they're not responsive, their meals may stop, and so we help to bridge that. We also coordinate with in-home supportive services. There's some people that get that program to help them be able to pay a caregiver. We help them with that process as well. So our job really is to help them coordinate and manage and connect. The other thing is by being in the community for 35 years and being hands and feet kind of on the ground, our staff's 80% of the time driving around seeing people. We have a lot of relationships with churches and pantries and other services in the community, like other non-traditional services in the community, and they'll call us up and say, hey, we got a donation of some beds. Do you have someone that needs them? Oh, we got these refrigerators. And we can connect those kinds of dots for this population.
Well, just to have people come in and socialize, as you say, makes a world of difference. Being shut up without having someone that you can just chat with is very, very difficult. And so you have that program too.
Yes, our Volunteer Action for Aging program has been with us for the last 15, 16 years. And it is a blessing. We have fabulous people that volunteer and give of their time to give social reassurance and friendly visiting and telephone reassurance, because sometimes the senior may not want them in the home, but I'd love to talk to somebody on the phone. And they give of their heart and their time, and we've had a couple of volunteers that have been with us so long that they had a client who they were visiting for over 15, 16 years.
Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
When she passed away, they themselves needed some help with the grieving process, because that person had become a part of their family. She had nobody else. But they had they were dedicated and they embraced her. And we have other similar stories, not quite as long as that particular one, but it was so moving always to see that involvement. It's moving to see that involvement and see people give of themselves. And we have a lot of opportunities for people that want to. Some people don't like that quite that much of a commitment, that regular several times a month commitment. So our volunteer program does also do what we call episodic events. So we go out to low-income senior buildings and take groups of volunteers to provide social reassurance in that way too.
I think when we were chatting, I heard you talk about, or we were talking about how this all started, and it was through the state that realized what?
So, so this all started back in 1977 when a group of seniors here in Long Beach were looking for better care for older adults, and the state of California had simultaneously was identifying that, wow, nursing home costs are pretty expensive for the frail and poorest.
And they will go up.
And they will go up, and the state, those that are on Medi-Cal, the state's obviously paying for that. And so the state said, let's begin a diversionary program. Let's begin a program. What if we try this? If we try to keep them at home, since they have homes, and we try to provide them services in the home, will it be cheaper for the state?
Yeah. Well, I thank you so much. This today has been wonderful in what I found out about things that are happening in our community and the people that are working so passionately for that.
Yes.
And thank you, Denise. How long have you been there with them?
I've been there 12 years.
Oh, wow. That's wonderful.
12 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Independence at Home.
Yep, and you can find us on the web.
Very good.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a good day.